Have you ever walked by a quiet riverbank and felt like something was watching you? For Mark, an amateur photographer from the Pacific Northwest, that feeling became an unbelievable reality. One misty morning, chasing the perfect sunrise shot, he stumbled upon something that would change his life forever. It wasn't a deer or a bear cub. Curled up near the water's edge, whimpering softly, was a creature straight out of folklore. It was small, covered in matted, dark fur, with oversized hands and feet. Its eyes, wide and soulful, were filled with a mixture of fear and confusion. It was, impossibly, a baby Bigfoot. Mark's heart hammered against his ribs. Every instinct screamed at him to run, to get away, to call someone, but who? Who would ever believe him? He looked at the creature, so small and vulnerable, shivering in the morning chill. He could see a nasty gash on its leg, likely the reason it was separated from its family. Fear battled with compassion. He could leave it, pretend he never saw it, and go back to his normal life. The world would dismiss it as a hoax anyway. But looking into those intelligent, pleading eyes, he saw not a monster, but a lost child. In that moment, Mark made a choice. He decided to help. He slowly approached, speaking in a low, calm voice, the way you would to a frightened puppy. "Hey there, little fella. It's okay. I'm not going to hurt you." The baby Bigfoot flinched, but didn't run. It watched him, its tiny head tilted with curiosity. Mark cautiously opened his backpack, pulling out his first aid kit and a protein bar. Breaking off a small piece of the bar, he gently tossed it towards the creature. It sniffed it, then tentatively nibbled. A small victory. This small act of trust was the beginning of an extraordinary bond. Mark knew he couldn't take it home. That would be a cage for a wild, intelligent being. The only right thing to do was to help it heal and hopefully reunite it with its family. Over the next few days, Mark returned to the same spot. He cleaned and dressed the wound on the baby's leg, brought it fresh berries and clean water. He named him Buddy. He'd sit at a respectful distance, just talking to him, sharing stories about his life. Buddy, in turn, would listen, occasionally letting out soft, cooing sounds, his initial fear replaced by a quiet acceptance. Mark documented everything with his camera, not for fame or proof, but as a personal diary of this incredible experience. He captured Buddy learning to walk again, his cautious first steps turning into playful hops. He photographed the way Buddy would mimic his gestures, a testament to a sharp and curious mind. These weren't the photos of a monster, they were portraits of a friend. One evening, as the sun dipped below the tree line, Mark heard a sound he hadn't heard before, a deep, resonant call echoing through the forest. Buddy immediately perked up, his ears twitching. He answered with a high-pitched cry of his own. Mark's heart swelled with a mix of joy and sadness. It was time. From the dense woods, two towering figures emerged. They were massive, easily over 8 feet tall, their presence both awe-inspiring and terrifying. But they didn't show any aggression. They simply stood at the edge of the clearing, their gazes fixed on their lost child. Buddy hobbled towards them, letting out excited chirps. One of the large creatures gently scooped Buddy up, holding him close. Before they turned to leave, the taller one looked directly at Mark. There was no sound, no gesture, but Mark felt an overwhelming sense of gratitude wash over him, a clear and silent thank you that transcended species. It was a look of profound intelligence and deep emotion. Then, as silently as they appeared, they melted back into the forest, leaving Mark alone on the riverbank. He never saw them again. For weeks, he debated what to do. Should he share his photos, tell the world? He knew it would lead to a frenzy, a hunt. Scientists would want to capture and study them. Others would want to hunt them for sport or glory. Mark looked at the photos of his friend Buddy. He remembered the fear in his eyes, and then the trust. He remembered the silent thank you from a grieving parent, and he knew what he had to do. He chose to protect them. He packed away the photos and the memories, keeping this incredible secret locked in his heart. He realized that some mysteries are not ours to solve or to own. The world is full of wonders we don't understand, and maybe we don't need to. Maybe we just need to respect them. Mark's story isn't about proving Bigfoot exists. It's a story about what happens when we choose compassion over fear, love over prejudice. It reminds us that the greatest discoveries aren't always about what we find, but about the kindness we choose to show when we find it. So next time you're out in the wilderness, listen closely. You might not see anything, but you might feel it's that sense of wonder, that call to be a little kinder, a little more human. Thank you so much for watching and sharing this story with me. If you believe in the power of compassion and the magic of the unknown, hit that like button and subscribe for more stories that open up the heart and mind. See you in the next video.